Welcome back to the championships. We're here for the challenge section now. This is Netball Europe. We have the under-17s European Championships here in Gibraltar. It's Friday, and this is now the third game. First game was Gibraltar versus Ireland in the challenge section, then England versus Northern Ireland in the championship section, and now this third game is Switzerland versus Malta in the challenge section. Girls have warmed up and they are getting themselves ready for the game. So we would like to welcome you to the Under-17s Netball Europe Championships here at Gibraltar in our very own Tercentenary Sports Hall. We are very fortunate to be able to live stream from these championships thanks to Gib Media and QTV. Gibraltar Netball are very grateful to the government of Gibraltar for their encouragement and financial support. Special mention to the GSLA staff. Thanks for everything you've done here. England and Switzerland are the current champions. England in the championship section and Switzerland in the challenge section. We are really looking forward to watching all the countries now show off their skills and tactics in this year's 2016 event. Team list for Malta.
Netball Europe and Gibraltar Netball would like to welcome you all to the third match of the 2016 Under-17 European Championships between Switzerland and Malta. Would you please welcome onto the court Switzerland's goal shooter, Leah Fister. Goal attack, Neve Coburn. Wing attack, Ruby Gribben. Centre, Clara Collin. Wing defence, Agathe Van Hortenville. Goal defence, Elsa Van Hortenville. Goalkeeper, Grace Beasley. And now an equally warm welcome to Malta's goal shooter, Sarah Mifsud. Goal attack, Anne-Marie Faber. Wing attack, Leona Gausi. Centre, Miliana Attard. Wing defence, Kasia Sobani. Goal defence, Dacia Gamileni. Goalkeeper, Gail Zamitz. The umpires for this game are Rian Edwards and Karen Roja. Third official is Claire Bailey. Thank you.
Really honoured here to be commentating with Maggie Jackson.
It's great to be here, and we've had some good competition, so we're looking forward to this third match.
Other players from Malta include twins, Gaina and Chantel D'Amato, Ivana Rotin, Maria Vella. Funny, these surnames are quite Gibraltarian.
It's going to be a challenge.
For the Swiss team, we also have Chloe Learwood, Emily Rathbone, Laura Rigby, Rose Sanford. They make up the rest of the team.
Switzerland just needing to settle from throw-in now. Got the right idea, but stepped onto court before replacing the ball. Great marking by the Swiss centre. Really got in front of her and got the high interception.
Fast attack from both sides. first goal.
Always nice to get your first goal in, isn't it?
Yes, it just makes everyone ease into the game. Quite confusing with these colours.
Yep, Switzerland in the black skirt playing and Malta in the red. Shame for Malta, they got it into the circle, but penalty against the goal shooter there.
Another goal there for Switzerland.
Offside by the Swiss mid-court. Let's see if we can get Malta driving the ball through the goal to the goal.
A lot of youngsters out there.
Yeah, and for many of them it's their first time to be in front of a crowd.
Yep.
We can't underestimate the pressure that they're feeling. Terrific. Goal shooter puts the goal up, and Malta are now on the scoreboard. That's better centre pass by Malta and straight in towards the goal. Just need to iron out that last feed.
Good defence there from Switzerland. Keeping close to their players, their opponents. You just can't allow them any space, or else they'll find the ball quite easily.
Yeah. Great pressure by Malta there, at making the centre have to make an inaccurate pass too.
Oh, that was just unlucky there.
Swiss are trying to play defensively in front, and it really pays off. Only ball could be a lifted ball.
It's crucial to be ball side, isn't it, Maggie?
Yes, it is, and defenders are always looking to get that high, encourage that high loopy pass, just like that. There you go, Swiss goalkeeper comes out with it. As a defender, that's really exciting.
Everybody has a part to play in this game. And if your opponent doesn't receive the ball, you certainly are doing your job well.
Yeah. Good rebound by the Maltese goalkeeper.
Fantastic jump. Good interception from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Grace Beasley is the captain and really setting example and leading by example at the moment. Lovely flat feed into the shooter. An obstruction by the goalkeeper.
Surprised to see that the captain of the Maltese team is not on the team sheet.
No, it's perhaps their leadership off the court as well.
The importance of leadership.
A lovely turnover by the goal attack, and now back in the circle, and Switzerland score.
Oh. Communication is the key inside the circle, Maggie.
Yeah,
we had both Swiss players on the one player there.
Yeah, sometimes that's what you want, but then they need to be able to know when to come off onto the goal attack.
A lot of movement in the circle is required. They need to bounce off each other.
Exactly. Somebody to the post, somebody to the top of the D or the corner.
Let's see how they manage this time.
Lovely feed in, really read where the goalkeeper was. And, yeah, shooter should be pleased with that. That was a good goal.
The shooting has been fantastic, I think, throughout.
Throughout this morning, the under-17s, and we're looking, you know, always looking nowadays to get up into the 80s. And very, very important, the 80% mark for these shooters and goal attacks.
Well, it's very difficult to get 80% at such a young age, and yet they're managing it.
Yeah.
It takes a certain type of person, a personality trait, to be able to relax and take that shot.
Oh yeah, I never chose that position.
Not for me either.
Yeah, well done, Malta. Keeping in the game, 6-3.
Held her space nicely.
Yeah, wing attack just needed to just push the ball up a little bit.
A little bit more.
It's the Maltese defence.
Too close.
Goalkeeper Gail Zamet is really moving her feet, looking around and causing a little bit of confusion. Yep, well done. That was all through good footwork by Zamet there. Switzerland really dictating to keeping it down and keeping it to that left side of the court, which
a little bit of a forced entry into the circle there.
Yeah, it's a shame because they were being patient all the way through.
They were.
Yeah, Malta defending well as well, so it's good turnover. It's great to see Favour and Mifsud from Malta really defending off the back line and working hard to win that ball back into their shooting circle.
You can't deny that they are not giving their all. Certainly are.
I know, I mean, how fantastic. Under-17s representing your country.
Oh,
you can't.
just don't say.
It's an exciting moment for all 14 players.
For all of them, for all players. At such a young age to be playing to such a high standard for their country.
Yep.
And it's a difficult age as well. They've got so much in their lives with the assessments, school assessments and family life and other sports, I assume.
Yeah, most of them are in examinations, so they're doing well.
A-levels and GCSEs.
Now Malta would like to get this through to goal, I would think, to try and see if they can settle in and get that 6-4. Yeah, good defence.
Oh, yes. Well, Switzerland, very fast on their feet, managed that interception.
It's a quick transition for Switzerland as well when they win that ball. Malta just need to settle a little bit and just take ball to hand and then look.
Ball to hand, you're thinking that they should just hold that ball for a little bit longer?
That, and also just watching the ball, catching it first before thinking about where they're going next with it. There's a little bit rushed, some of them. Switzerland are really dictating them on this left-hand side, but in fact Malta did exactly the right thing, swung the ball across a little bit more to create the space. Well played, Swiss wing defence. Yeah, the ball lifted again, and this is exactly what the goalkeeper's looking for in goal defence.
Well, we don't want too many of those. Long balls into the circle, no.
No, they've got to work this ball to the circle edge and see if we can get this flat side, because Malta now have had this as their third opportunity to goal.
And the Maltese in general, they have a slight disadvantage on height. They want to drop the ball in there, roll it in.
Yep.
It's all about the right decisions, isn't it, Maggie?
Yeah, it's
very much a thinking game.
It is, the decision making that you do in training. All your practices need to be with decision making, so they just get used to it all the time. And they just need to breathe a little bit at the moment and just take the sting out of the ball and just look possibly sometimes for the second option. There just needs to be a little bit more work off the ball.
You just want to keep possession after such hard work.
Yeah. Goalkeeper goal defence for Switzerland. Grace Beasley and Elsa Grand Hortefeld are doing a great job in that circle, turning that ball around.
They are. That's Grace, the captain of the Switzerland team, showing good teamwork, good communication.
Yeah, both attacking teams really have got to just work the front ball, work the flat ball. Probably a little bit more work off the ball. They're just looking for the first options, and as you've just said, they're passing down just one side of the court. They've got to swing the ball across and make the defence change their angles.
That's right. Make it harder on the defence, who are...
That is what we call...
That's the third time they've done that.
Yeah, decision making. They need to swing the ball across, not look for the first high floating one.
We need to look to our right and our left for that square pass.
Yeah. Now look again for another option. There needs to be much more work. Yeah, holding.
She held it, but then had to make that decision to pass on the third second.
So now we're looking for how many options? Very long period without a goal at the moment. Let's see what the goal attack could do.
Says a lot for the defence on both sides. Yep. They're doing a good job defending, slowing the attack, restricting movement.
Well seen by the Malta centre. Right, got to get back and mark now, Malta. All right, just got to keep doing your own job and keep trying to give it to the shooters.
Once again, the path of the ball down the left-hand side.
Yeah. This will be over a third.
Yeah.
Got to pass the ball within each third. It's got to be touched within each third. And the umpire quite rightly has pulled up for over a third.
How are you liking these new rules, Maggie?
We're just seeing them in Super League now, and yeah, I think there's lots of good things. I really like the fact.
I'm enjoying it.
I really like the fact that there's no injury, that you just have to be on and off.
It's too much tactical play, wasn't there, before? It was too obvious.
And I think it's really clear now, so players have to really think.
Even faster on their decision-making, especially after a sanction.
Yeah,
exactly. Should I take the ball? Should I pass on, or should I just wait?
Yeah.
We've been playing since September now, Maggie, with these.
Have you?
Yes. With these new rules.
And of course, in England, Super League is an internationally, but we don't start with the rest of everybody else till September.
I think we were the first country to introduce the rules.
Congratulations.
Well, that's Nadine. Nadine in there.
Okay, it's a very long period without a goal, and it's 38 seconds to go for this game, so it's a very low scoring quarter, which is a reflection, I think, from players for me who've looked out are both circle ends have been really forcing that high ball up, but the mid quarters, I'm sure the coaches are going to be saying to them they've got to do a lot more work off the ball, the shooters in the second court, and look not for these high floating balls going in, which allows the defence just to pick them off. 9 seconds to go, you can hear the crowd counting down. Oh, great rebounding by the goalkeeper.
Well, I think there's an element of nerves there. There's very jittery movements, fast passing.
Yeah.
So hopefully now they've broken the ice. We'll see.
It would be really interesting to listen to the coaches now, if you could, and just hear what they have to say. But I think it would be exactly what you've just said, that they need to just settle down, use the 3 seconds, but also just make sure that all balls are going to an option, which is ball side. And that would be my first thing that I would say to these under-17s, because it is nerves. I mean, they've got people in the crowd. You just see the crowd up there, and it's so noisy. It's exciting. And I think they just let it get carried away. So they just need to keep it really peppered.
It's all new to them. The new environment they've just travelled over. Hot, it's a little bit hotter here. It's nice, isn't it?
Beautiful, isn't it? Nice to come to bright sunshine as I got off the plane yesterday. It was fantastic. And I looked at Switzerland. The manager's just given them some changes. So the coaches are clearly Natalie Pepperell, the head coach for Switzerland. I think you'll find a change for Switzerland there. Look at the crowd here.
Nice dancing there
Northern
from the
Ireland
crowd.
getting well into it there. It's great. I think that's one of the coaches there. That's exciting. But look, there's lots of school children. Gibraltar.
That's my school, Maggie.
Oh, is it?
St.
Which school?
The ones on the red.
What's that called? What's the school called?
St. Anne's School.
St. Anne's School. Oh, welcome St. Anne's School. And fantastic. We've got lots of schools here today. And golly, when Gibraltar played first match this morning, the noise was phenomenal. Did a great job. I have to say, Gibraltar Netball Association are doing a fantastic job. All of you volunteers.
Oh, we're a task force. I like the phrase they've had on the pamphlet. We're a task force. You couldn't do it on your own. We have a true leader, Moira Gomez, who drives us through all the tasks, delegates nicely, and we have clearly defined roles. And it's just a great team.
It's been great. Netball Europe have worked very closely with you and have done nothing but praise for you. And yeah, it's been a good building up to this weekend, and now we can see it. Great centre. You just saw in the camera 3 of the appeals panel, who we have 3 appeals panel members of the appeals panel for every championships, and they are here just in case there are any queries and questions. Alan Anderson and Cheryl Danson representing Netball Europe, and Sarah Pius, the 3rd member, is the senior coach for Gibraltar, and she sits on that panel too. We hope they won't be involved in any questions, but we have to have them there for Netball Europe.
Such a professional organisation, Maggie.
I've just got involved, and it definitely is. They're a really hard-working bunch, just as your association are all volunteers. Same with Netball Europe.
Yes, we don't get paid for what we do, and the amount of hours that gets put into this. Welcome back to the 2nd quarter. We've had some substitutions.
Switzerland, there's been a change for Coburn's come on at wing attack and Sanford for goal attack.
Sorry.
And for Malta, Anamani Favor has come on at centre, and Ivana Rotin has come on at goal attack. Goal each for Switzerland and for Malta. A quick start, so it really has paid off. Yeah, good. She tried to look for another option, but perhaps there just isn't enough there. It's out of camera. Good swing across. That was a nice swing across down the other side. See, yeah, and again, another lateral pass coming through. Now we're looking for another option. Well done, Switzerland. Really nice passage of play.
Well, she has to take that. Obstruction called by the umpire. Goal for Switzerland.
Lovely back centre pass, then straight through to goal attack, and a 1-2.
Well, Switzerland have certainly come out on court fighting. Great attacks. Fast, flat ball. That's what you want. You don't want any loopy passes.
No, the two people who've come on for substitutes have definitely had an impact. Sanford and Coburn. Centre pass and playing the 1-2 as well. Obstruction by the Swiss centre. Just did not quite read the space there. Needed to be a front ball rather than one over the head, because Beasley was there for the turnover.
Oh, well done to Malta's goalkeeper, Gail Zamit. My twin sister's a Zamit as well.
Oh.
She's Nadine.
Of course, your twin sister has just finished umpiring the last game as well.
Yes, very proud of her. our very own A Ward umpire, her first major competition.
Terrific achievement, I think, for Gibraltar.
Yes, most definitely.
And you had
two
other very young umpires last night being assessed.
Anna Hernandez. She wasn't actually allowed at one point to take the assessment because she's too young. But then Netball England allowed her to take it. And she's passed with flying colours.
That's fantastic for a 15-year-old. Terrific. Good movement by the goal attack then coming out, and that's what we mean by the ball side work. Well played.
Oh,
good use of triangles there, and
yes,
it was a good feed in, and actually the feed created that error as well. So well played, Malta. Excellent.
The feed created the error, Maggie,
by trying to feed the ball into the space, and it just caused the defence to go for the tip, and she made the contact. So fainted the ball.
Nice interception.
Yeah.
Coming round the wing attack.
You just want the ball carrier just to look and see, just look at where the defence is.
Yes.
And try and place it where they're not. It's difficult. It is.
It comes with a lot of experience.
Yes.
It is, of course, something that you can train. But having the experience of a match and just calming yourself down after that, slowing down with your passing helps.
And you can't underestimate the 60 minutes of experience that these two teams will have now, ready for tomorrow. They just keep building and building and improve. Nice dodge. Yeah, nice dodge by Blandford, actually, but wasn't used, and they tried to force the ball into the shooter.
That wing attack coming in to receive the pass. She's a fast one. She's all over the place. Perhaps moving in a little bit too quickly.
Yes, just needs to read the defence.
Yes, she might tire herself out too soon. Hopefully not. Oh.
Those are the ones that you want to not pass to, and then you want to look for somebody else.
It's that horrible, well, diagonal, long and loopy.
Yeah.
It just makes it a lot easier to intercept those balls.
Yeah, nice layoff, and then goal defence knew that was a wayward pass. It was the right option, but it was just wayward.
Too much strength behind that, maybe.
Well played, Switzerland. Great marking.
Interception, well done to the goalkeeper. Long arms.
Possibly an offside.
Only the one option there again.
Yep.
We need to have those two options coming in.
Definitely.
Perhaps that's where they are making it harder on themselves.
Yeah.
Drop ball.
That's what I mean by catching it before you want to throw it. Just took her eyes off the ball. But again, that was a better build-up by Malta. Lovely. Really read the defence there. Well done, Coben. That's good.
Centre.
Just need to look for another second phase, that second ball of the centre pass.
They insist on those long balls.
Yeah.
Which again shows their excitement, their acceleration in the game. They just need to take it a little easier.
And the work that both teams have been doing back in their own governing bodies, there's an amazing amount of development work happening, and facilities being used by Switzerland and in Malta. But the competition will be not as much, and it's places like this where they're actually getting this competition, where they feel the tight defence on each other, and this is where they'll learn quite a lot.
We were talking earlier about how much the game has improved, how fast it has become, and sports in general amongst women. Women are becoming stronger, more tactically aware,
Yeah.
you know.
It's so exciting. It's such an exciting time to be a woman in sport.
It is.
Tremendous role models in all sports, and netball is just phenomenal with the amount of media coverage that's now happening, and the opportunity to have this live streaming for under-17s. We had it with the under-19s with QTD, and now having it, and it's tremendous. These girls are being seen by so many people out there, and there'll be young school children looking at these girls and wanting to emulate them, and that's what's so exciting.
That's right. It's a huge thing to be a role model for others, to have other young and inspiring young athletes watching these players, wanting to be like them.
Yes, and I think it makes it touchable really with the under-17s, because the children will watch Super League, they'll watch internationals, but they'll see these girls and say, actually, this is what I want to be like, because they're representing their countries, fit young girls who train really hard, these youngsters. So it's 13-7 to Switzerland, so they've doubled their score in this quarter, so it's a little bit faster attacking, which is good. It's what we want from all sports, is to be able to see lots of goals.
Well, that's one of the reasons why some of the rule changes have been brought into play, just to make it more appealing to spectators and not so, you know, a bit confusing when so often the umpire used to blow the whistle. And
yes, it's a little bit less whistle. There's no whistle now after a goal, and just some little tweaks which have been brought in. So that's contact against the goal defence.
Oh, an obstruction. Goal to Switzerland. We have to say a big thank you to our sponsors, Marble Arc, Powerade, Clips, and Jib Telecom. It's thanks to them that we can have this live stream and kit out the team, help with Gibraltar netball. She looked over for support.
Yes, but well done goal shooter.
Decision to take
you can see the pleasure in her face,
yes.
You know.
Because
nice
it is always a difficult one when you shoot from the very top.
Yeah.
You just have to get it in.
Very often shooters do not like shooting from that top of the D, because
No.
it's just going to bounce off the back. So that's why you're continually doing your 200 shots a day to practice, so you can have that swish through the ring. Just need to tidy up the ball coming out the back a little bit. And now it's an opportunity for Malta to...
Oh, that high ball once again.
Yeah, well played.
That's
that was a nice use of the triangle there with all three of them. Just need to finish it off, but rebound by Switzerland. Now let's see if we can get the ball down through. Good swing across, and in we go to the wing attack. Well seen, really good option there. Great decision making by Coburn, the wing attack, straight into the goal attack.
I'm happy to see that after the second quarter, they're showing no signs of slowing down. Great fitness from both sides.
Yeah, they've definitely settled down.
Yes.
The oxygen's got to the brain and they're having to think a little bit. But I'm sure the coaches will continue to just talk about the attacking play, bringing the ball through. A little bit similar to when I was watching England playing Northern Ireland. I'm sure England will be talking about their attacking play through the court too.
There's always a lot to talk about. There's always something that you need to improve.
Yeah.
Just talking about England's win before. Nonetheless, the coaches would analyse all the stats and look at how to improve the team's performance.
Yes, and how many opportunities they've got to get that ball through to goal, and how many turnovers actually went into a shooting opportunity. Looking again, yeah, they're not forcing it in now. They need just... Sanford just needs somebody behind her, just as they have now, so she can actually turn and look for that pass when she's far out. Just a little bit of misunderstanding. Malta wing defence can't cross that red line that you're seeing in your screen now. And the ball was passed a little bit too far ahead of her.
One touch on every third.
Nice feed in.
Yeah, she held her space quite nicely.
Yeah, I think she's holding the ball strongly, and the Malta defence just got to keep moving round, keep working round. You can see the goalkeeper.
It's crucial that they keep their eye on the ball.
Yes. And here, coaches say head up.
Yep, head up. Eye on the ball. It's a difficult position, being in defence. There we go, half-time again.
So at half-time, it's 19 goals to 8. Switzerland lead. Definitely a better scoring for both teams that quarter. Switzerland possibly just having that little bit more patience and thinking, and the shooter goal attack having a bit more of an impact.
Some good decisions from the Switzerland team. They're just taking their time to place the ball and watching out for their teammates who are coming through. So Maggie, MVE, yes, fantastic.
Yeah, I was very, very honoured, and yeah, thanks to England Netball really for nominating me 2 or 3 years ago now. But yeah, very honoured, but probably biggest thanks goes to the people that enable me to do it, especially family, and but also thanks to particularly Hertfordshire Mavericks, where I'm obviously very involved in, and my local area of Bedfordshire. You know, there's so many volunteers. Really, I was lucky to get it, but there's lots of volunteers in my local area who work hard with me and for me.
You can't do it on your own.
No, definitely not.
It's a team effort.
Yeah, yeah.
And how's the Super League going?
Yes, it's good. I'm very much in the background actually. Hertford now in the Performance League, but yes, from Hertfordshire Mavericks. They've obviously got a fantastic game tomorrow, London Live against Surrey Storm, and that will be a good match for everybody to watch, whoever you support.
Yes,
yeah,
it's just a good one, just to learn from everything.
The Super League is, yeah, there's a lot of teams up there, and 4 or 5 teams definitely at the moment, but it's very early days yet.
It is. It's just recently started, so there's a lot happening. It could be anyone's
It could be,
league.
yeah, definitely.
Yes.
And I mean, these girls here, they obviously have all been watching it as well, and it's nice for them. You know, the coaches are working hard and getting more and more organised. You've got coaches, physios, managers there, everybody having a role to play.
We even have analysts as well. That was one of my jobs in the Gibraltar team. And it's crucial you take down as many stats as you possibly can, because it says a lot. You can watch a game and see one thing, and then the stats say something else.
Exactly.
So you need to take it all down. So it's hard work from everyone on the side.
Exactly, and most of them now have video analysts, and up in the balcony now filming and then coding and looking at it. The coach is relying a lot of that post games, because as you say, your eyes can lie sometimes as well. But it's a great centre. You're very fortunate in Gibraltar to have such a good centre here.
We are blessed really here in Gib. We have amazing facilities. A lot of the Gibraltarians are into sport. We're a very sporting community. So we actually struggle to, well, we don't struggle, but most of our girls are involved in a lot of sports. So we struggle to, and hockey and this, that, and the other. But the good thing is they're so involved in sport, they're very fit, very strong, active children we have here in Gibraltar.
And that, for me, at this age, that's what they should be doing as well. That's where you get your game sense from, and that's where you get your hunger from and your competitiveness. No, so there should be an exciting second half, because Malta, I feel, can actually come back if they start just putting one or two key things to right, and particularly one is the feeding area.
Yes, it'll be exciting to watch whether they now take on board what their coach says. Hopefully we'll see a lot more of the two options coming in, square line passing.
Wouldn't you like to be a fly on the wall and listen to what Natalie's saying at the moment?
Well, it's great to hear on the Super League.
Yes.
We can actually hear the coaches commentating, and I must say I'm learning a lot from that as well.
Yep.
Which is how we develop the game. We learn from each other, don't we?
Exactly. No, it's exciting.
Here in Gibraltar, our buddies from Scotland are very helpful.
I've heard nothing but praise about your relationship with Scotland. And Netball Europe partner various countries with other countries, and in your case it's Scotland. And they are doing a remarkable coach education job. Marvellous coach education job at the moment. I understand you've had 2 level 2s going across to Scotland in Aberdeen, and they passed, which is fantastic, and all credit to Scotland for the work that they're doing.
Yes.
And yourselves as well for that sort of start getting that development really going strongly.
Well, you just got to keep yourself aspiring for more. You might have a lot of knowledge, you might have a lot of experience, but if you don't keep a breadth of everything, there's always something new. You've got to read, you've got to watch out on the YouTube, and you've got to learn from others. So Sarah and I went over to Aberdeen, and very happy to do that. Thanks, big thank you to Leanne, Marianne, and Janie for all their support, and it was brilliant spending time with them there. And I'm very happy to be a level 2.
No, congratulations, really well done. It's very, very good, but I guess you just needed a thicker coat.
It was a little bit colder than it was here in Gib.
So the substitutions for Malta now are at goal attack, Gaynor Damasto comes on, and at goal defence, Shantine D'Amato comes on. So looking to see 2 new changes for Malta.
Switzerland, we're only going to see 1 change. We have Emily Rathbone, will be playing wing defence. So
it's always important for the coaches to ensure that it's not about giving people a chance, but it's also making sure that there's some real strategic reasons why you bring players on. But at this age, they need to experience that. They need to know what it's like. You can learn on the bench, but you also need to learn what it's like out there on the court.
It is a difficult decision to make. We do have a 10-11 point lead. Nonetheless, it could still be anyone's game. Switzerland perhaps having a little bit of the edge there on the attack.
Yeah, just a little bit more control, a little bit more space. They're losing their player, they're reading the game just that little bit more. As the half time's going on, you're seeing a variety of different scenes at the centre, and now we're looking at the table officials. Again, a group of people who are working really, really hard to ensure that the game happens. We can't do this without the umpires, and we definitely can't do it without the table officials, all qualified and all trained.
Once again, an example of true teamwork here at the GNA. We had Laura there as an official on the table, and then later on she's going to be taking her B award umpire assessment. It's also part of the committee.
Here we have 3 of the umpires, and all been nominated by their countries and then identified by Netball Europe. And
being mentored perhaps a little bit there?
No, she would be the reserve, so they would be having that conversation together.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm sure they're actually helping each other, working together and having some constructive help. And they've got 2 umpire assessments, Heather Gleadle and Joe Kelly, with them all for the 3 days, and they will give them feedback after every match. So some tremendous development opportunities that these Netball Europe Championships show.
I was happy to see in the last match with England versus Northern Ireland an actual sanction being given for the first time. There was a warning, there was 2 warnings. Sanction was never given. There was 2 warnings.
2 warnings, yeah.
But it's good because it's a very difficult role to play, the umpire, and I believe it's crucial that they maintain, you know, that they have the respect, the utmost respect from all players on the court.
Yeah, very important, and the new rules, it allows the umpires to work together, and in fact, actually, I actually think possibly that the player should have been taken off because it was 2.
It was 2.
But however, that's the learning for umpires as well. I've just got to get my facts right on that one, but when I spoke to Heather Gleadle, I think that is correct.
Well, we have twins on the court right now, the D'Amato twins.
Yes, and there's a couple of sisters also in the Swiss team as well at the moment on the court too. So we've got twins and sisters.
Oh, fantastic.
Netball Europe are very fortunate to have QTV and Inspire Sport as our 2 important partners that we're working with at the moment. QTV, who are assisting in the live streaming here this weekend, and Inspire Sport, who work with us to encourage coaches to work with schools and travelling abroad. So the Swiss have kept the same attack in this 3rd quarter, which I think reflects how pleased they were with the 2nd quarter.
They don't want to have too many changes either. They want to keep that score high. Sometimes too many changes will have a bad effect on the team and the rest of the players.
Absolutely.
We don't want that to start crumbling.
It's a turnover for Malta, so let's see if we can get this ball to goal.
Oh, yep, obstruction. She couldn't hold her balance for long enough. Goal attack's taken, yes, well spotted, umpire. Oh. Sneaky there.
Was a little bit sneaky.
Did you see that?
You wanted her to take 1 step back.
Yeah, and then she didn't.
Yeah.
And she was about to blow that whistle.
Switzerland definitely like the back centre pass, the lateral one, which is actually a very strong one if we can pay it off. But it's just the 2nd phase, the 2nd ball of centre pass. They've done a couple really good ones, but the rest have, all credit to Malta, been turned over.
Those bounce passes into the circle are a good choice. A little bit high for me, my liking.
Yeah, you like them a little bit lower?
Well, just in general to feed in so that you don't have the long arms of the goalkeeper and the goal defence.
Absolutely.
Intercepting those balls. Strong, but low.
Exactly. Sometimes you have to just work out whether the shooter can get down that far.
Is agile enough, yeah.
That's often a challenge with the senior end when they've got these tall shooters.
Oh, good one.
It's Christmas come early for that wing defence. She did well, but fed to her hands.
She's I thought she was one of the twins. No.
Passing accuracy at the moment is something that I'm sure the coaches will take back to their training sessions and be reinforcing.
It's as you say, they're passing on the very first second, and so their accuracy is slightly out.
triangle to Coburn, the wing attack. Sorry, not Coburn, that's not. It's Liana Gauci. Did well around the triangles, but needs to just look at the defence coming through. Yeah, I think she was always going to get pulled. She was
pushing.
Needed her around the front rather than pushing around the back. Good goalkeeper, trying hard to really work the ball, but contact, and yeah, a goal for Malta. 21-10. Malta definitely had been talked too soon.
I was also about to comment. They're certainly keeping themselves in the game. They're not giving up too soon.
No, and until that Swiss goal, they were actually getting more of the ball.
We were talking about goal setting before with Bryony, and we were talking about what to do when you have such a strong team like England playing Northern Ireland, and the psychological effects on the team. And we were just talking about the coach perhaps setting some goals. And for me, the second, third and fourth quarter were much better for Northern Ireland, especially the third quarter where they scored 6 goals.
Yeah.
So I would have said your mission is to try and get those 4 goals in, at least achieve those targets, and then for us, that's a success. Exactly. What are your ideas on goal setting?
Yeah, I think those are what we call outcome goals, and I think that's really important. And then I think underneath it sits that is these process goals, which we actually look at how we're going to get those 6 goals, and it's getting them to think about certain skills or certain strategies. So, for example, like the one I said about swinging it across to bring it down the other side of the court, is ensuring that they can retain their possession in order to bring that ball through. And that definitely is really important, because England also have got to set goals. So although the score was quite wide, it would be interesting to talk to the England coach and just see actually did they meet those goals.
Yes.
Because there was a lot of ball error by the England attack at one point. Well, it's several points in each quarter, especially in the last quarter. 5 errors on the trot, and I know she wouldn't have been very happy with that.
No.
So
there was a complete shift in team members. I think there was 6 changes in that last quarter. Yeah. Great for those players being substituted in. I'm sure it was their first match, first cap. So that's the sort of thing you need to do when you're up so high above the rest. You need to use times like that to play your players. Yes,
exactly. And those errors, you learn through errors. But when you go back to goal setting, it's actually looking at how do you achieve winning by 4 or winning by 6 goals in a quarter.
Well, we were talking about working the ball down the line. And on the first quarter, Malta were playing down the line, down one channel a little bit too much. I think their game has improved.
Definitely.
Maltese.
Yeah, they're getting more turnovers, and this back end, the Malta defence are really working hard. And any missed shot, they're getting the rebounds. They're turning the ball over, and they've been giving Malta plenty of opportunities from the back. We just need to get ball to hand the whole time and keep that possession. Good decision by the wing attack there. Drive it through. But again, a ball error. And Malta really are working hard to turn balls over. They're not stopping, they're not giving up. As soon as they lose possession, they're on defence the whole time.
You can't ask for more than...
No. Getting goal side and creating the errors, and then they just need to be careful what they do with it now. So
it's the decision making that perhaps both sides need to work on.
Yeah, and they won't be playing against competition like this week in and week out. So this is where they get their practice from.
The experience of the game comes in.
You know, the ball handling, just a bit of nerves, not watching the ball carefully because they're feeling under a little bit of pressure.
This is a problem we have here in Gibraltar. We play the same people day in, day out. So what happens there is you just happen to know how they play. You know that they're fast, you know that they're slow, you know that they like this sort of play. So when you find yourself in a competition where you don't know the players, you've got to make very quick decisions.
Yep, and you've got to learn those and practice those. It doesn't come naturally. So, and that's why probably I also say that's why they should. I think it's great that you're playing other sports because they learn that in lots of different environments as well, especially some of the other games environments. Here's another opportunity for Malta. The wing defence, Casey Azzopardi, who's been doing well. She's quietly got on with it in the back there and turning ball over and being quite a good marshal, I feel, bringing the ball through. Sometimes bounce passes aren't always the best.
Oh no, not centre, definitely not in the centre. I don't like it being used in the middle.
No,
it's too slow, easily intercepted.
Yeah, and hard to catch sometimes as well if they've got momentum. Yeah, Coburn shakes her head. She knows that that ball just wasn't fed into the right space. They need another option bringing the ball through. It's now still again on the right, and that's the ball handling. That's where she just. I keep reiterating that you need to watch the ball as you catch it, and then look to where you're going to throw it.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, very nice, straightforward front ball into the goal.
It was a great feed, but
Super
a great
feed.
hold of holding of her space as well.
Yeah, good strong
that.
holding. That was a nice drive through again by the new goal defence who's come on. One of the sisters, Chantin D'Amato. Nice feed as well. That was well played by the shooter. Force the contact, and in we go. 24 goals to 11. It's the right idea. They are starting to look and hold the space and pass into it. Possibly the goal shooter perhaps could have come onto it. Perhaps it was a little bit too far ahead.
On the right there, good option there available. Contact.
Unlucky.
Well, let's see what happens down here. We have two that are free. Oh, nice help. That was good work from the goal shooter.
It was very good work.
Good thinking.
Yeah, really good thinking. And sometimes you might just have to do an extra pass because that was a long ball in, wasn't it? But it was the right idea. Coaches had obviously practiced that, worked on that.
Yes, definite evidence of practicing that one before. There's a lot of red, white and black colours in this tournament.
Yeah.
We have our own Gibraltar colours as well.
Yeah, there's a few discussions on who changes their kit and when do they change. Because obviously the umpires need to see it. They need to be able to differentiate between the two teams carefully.
Oh, nice interception, unlucky there.
Good decision, good movement by the two mid-quarters for Switzerland there. Just needed to be put into the space, isn't it? You can wince
and held a little bit more, a little bit longer. The ball had just been released and she was already moving back.
Yeah. But all credit to the Malta goalkeeper goal defence as well, because it's very hard to see where the space is if your defence are moving around your shooters.
It is. It's a fast, quick movements in there, so you can easily lose sight of the ball.
Yeah, I have to say Gail Zammit is really doing well as the goalkeeper. She's making it hard. Yep, that's another one. Just, it's a shame. Shame she went for that last attempt at the ball, because that was where the contact happened.
Had to rush in, so that wasn't a very good decision. She should have allowed that ball to go over,
Yeah.
keep herself in the circle. Oh, here we go.
Crowd are loving it, getting involved. 25 goals to 11. Again, a pretty even Stevens. For me, Malta really stepped up, but just didn't convert them. Just could not get the
It
ball
was a
through.
shame, because they had a good attack, good solid attack, and then too many forced balls into the circle. Long balls as well.
Yeah.
Long and loopy.
Yeah, so the back end of Malta are doing really well. The goalkeeper, goal defence, wing defence, they're keeping them in the game and turning the ball over. And that's all you can do at the back. You just got to keep do your own job, stay nice and calm, and just keep giving the ball through.
Well, they certainly have slowed the Swiss attack, haven't they?
Yeah.
And as soon as you're doing that, there's less balls into the goal. And it's taken a while for them to score. You're doing your job.
Yeah, and it's a low-scoring game, 25-11. You would expect it to be a little bit more than that for both teams. So that's credit to the defence now for what they're doing in marking tightly. But as under-17s, they'll go back after the end of this competition, I'm sure, and think about their ball handling. They'll think about their decision-making in their release. And that's what training is about then. It's purposeful.
There's a lot of learning going on for everyone, at every level. Some really young players here in the Switzerland team. 14 years old. Agathe and Leah Pfister just turned 15. Ruby too, and Rose, very young team. They're doing well.
They are. They're terrific. And they'll be enjoying it. Everybody's staying in the same hotel. The hotel's wonderful,
right
great
next
accommodation.
To the beach.
Oh, the views this morning were remarkable. And sunrise, it was beautiful. Yes.
Oh, we sorted out the weather for you. You know, we're here in Gibraltar, we organise it all.
Thank you very much. Yeah, no, it's definitely better than it is back at home. That's for sure.
I wonder whether a few will actually venture into the sea.
But perhaps they should go in the sea instead.
Yes.
That'll be even colder, I think, than the ice baths for recovery. Yeah, but there's 3 baths in each changing rooms, and again, Gibraltar have done a fantastic job in getting those plumbed in. And each team, just depending on what their recovery process is, some will be having ice baths, some will be doing some of their own massaging and stretching and so on.
There's a lot of controversy surrounding ice baths. I wonder what's going on in the Super League. Are they taking their ice baths?
They're mixing and matching. I think it's very much, at this age, I would say you practice all different types of recovery, and then as players, then you decide what's the most effective way of recovering.
We'll
there are definitely some substitutions
on those substitutions now.
We'll let you know as soon as we have them. It's ball handling. New goal attack coming in for Switzerland, and I'll let you know her name as soon as we've been given that information. Well played, Swiss wing defence. Great turnover, interception. Lovely movement and lovely goal. That's a really nice, you could see she really set her goal for that.
We're live here in Gibraltar, at our very own Tercentenary Sports Hall.
And how wonderful to get live streaming. I know you had very short notice, and thanks to the government and Gib Media, and with the help of QTV, that within the last 3 or 4 days, live streaming could happen.
Yes, it's fantastic. We have so many viewers across the world. Janice, the coach, the Gibraltar coach, was in charge of that. And she was very anxious to see that nicely set up, because she knows that there's a lot of following out there.
Yes, we've got people watching it in Israel.
Brilliant.
And I'm sure tomorrow we'll be getting some figures through to find out how many people and where people are watching it.
A big thank you to the Gibraltar government as well. They're very encouraging with the GNA's targets, our aspirations, what we want to do with netball, and of course their finances, their help with finances is brilliant.
Yes, but I met the Minister of Sport this morning, and he gave very much credit to Maura Gomez and your governing body, because the amount that netball has grown over the last 10, 12 years has been phenomenal. So that's terrific.
We have our own junior development here in Gibraltar, and Mondays at 5:15 we see over 40 children in the sports hall, and we take them through an hour-long session on netball, and it's great to see them and hear them talk about stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 defense. It's fantastic.
It's good. Yeah, you're wanting youngsters to be playing sport all the time, and if they play netball, that's even better.
Yes, we've got some as young as 5
Fantastic.
taking part, 2 of which are mine.
Oh. So you have them training in the back garden, do you?
Of course, at all times.
Well played, Switzerland.
So we'll talk about the
goals.
substitutes. For Switzerland, we have Gabriden. Let's see. Ruby. We have Ruby, Gribben, who's coming in as centre, and we have Chloe Learwood going in as goal attack. She's new to the game in this last quarter. And we also have Laura Rigby, who's going in as goal shooter, and Julia von Laffen, die Nina, she's coming in as goal defense. Quite a few changes here for Malta as well. Disha Camilleri for goal defense. Gaina D'Amato for wing attack. Sarah Mifsud, she's coming in as goal attack. Maria Vela for goalkeeper. And Gail Zamit, who's been on quite often, she's now gone to goal shooter. So, versatile player there.
Yeah, very often you do find that sometimes goalkeepers and goal shooters linking together.
Oh, wow, what a ball. That was
Tremendous ball, and
straight in there to Gail, I think that was. Goal shooter, Gail, yeah. Oh, snatch that ball. She's coming in new now. Learwood, Chloe.
she's looking very settled actually, considering she's coming
I was
into the game.
about to say that, yeah, she is. And quite a young player as well. "15 years old.
Malta trying to keep them down, and successfully created a ball handling and an error.
Obstruction. So, understanding your roles on court are crucial. You need to get back into position as quick as you can. Goal attack and the goal defense taking a little bit too long to get back into their spot.
Another goal for Learwood. No nerves being shown by her at all, which is great.
an up-and-coming player for the Switzerland team.
Free pass in the centre third. Penalty pass against both wing defence and goal attack.
Oh, well caught.
Well played, shooter, because that was a bit of a hospital pass.
It was.
Really, the goalkeeper, I'm sure, will be saying, I should have had that. Just that final feed in. Nice through attack, but
A bit too quick for me,
yes.
my liking.
Yeah. They just need to, when you get a couple of quick passes, then you just need to change the pace of the game.
That's it. Well, it's crucial that you then have a good leader, a good captain, calling out for perhaps fast, slow it down, and then let's get back in the game with fast.
Totally right. You just need to keep reminding people just to hold the ball that little bit longer, dig in, whatever language we use. It's just trying to change that pace.
It's keeping that defence off guard, not knowing how the attack is going to happen and what direction and at what pace.
Lovely decision. That was a great decision, because that was the
yes.
second option coming through. So well played, Malta.
She held it, didn't she? She did exactly what should be done.
And good partnership with the shooter as well. So two good, and a really well-deserved goal.
Well done, Malta.
Yes, and it was off the Swiss centre pass. Oh, that was a shame, because they'd already done all the hard work scoring off the Swiss centre pass, and now they've lost their own.
Not too sure what happened there.
Might have been offside, possibly, by...
Right, on the other side.
Footwork by Learwood. Again, just need to, you know, when you have a turnover like that, you just need to try and see if you can get the ball to goal. Malta have it back on their centre pass now.
Oh, no options available, which shows the Swiss defence are quite strong in the middle of the court.
Yeah, the Swiss really did a good job actually of forcing it in, and at that point Malta need to look perhaps back to their third line if they can't pass it forward. Consequently now just lost ball, but what a great transition from defence to attack Switzerland had there.
Yes, very fast to switch over.
Yeah.
Some funny passes from some of the Maltese.
Sort of a little bit underarm.
I just don't know why. It's been done twice now that I can recall.
I don't know whether it's the pressure or whether it's just a last resort, possibly. It looks
possibly last minute holding on for 3 seconds.
Learwood has definitely got a great understanding with her mid-court, and another settled goal.
Well done. Well, their movement on court certainly hasn't slowed down. I'll give them that. They've got good fitness.
Good energy.
Good energy, yep. Good, great determination to keep on working for the ball.
Right, that situation, come on Switzerland, you've got to get back and mark. You've got to really just create an unforced error, really. And Malta now need to be careful about where they're sending it through.
Well, we've certainly seen a change in their attack, in their strategy. Malta have really come a long way from that first quarter.
Yes, and they're looking for some good long balls in. The shooter, Zamet, has just offered something slightly different, coming from goalkeeper to goal shooter, and hold strong, and they seem to be very comfortable to send it in.
Yes, because I'm sure they know this girl will get it. Gail Zamet.
Great defending, but then just threw the ball away.
It's a shame.
Do the hard work and just got to keep possession. Well played, Switzerland.
Goalkeeper there doing a fantastic job for Switzerland. She's well aware of what's happening all around her.
Yeah, she sort of allowed the shooter, didn't she, to come out the circle,
she
take the ball,
take the
and
ball,
then she was looking.
cross. Yeah, I'm going to see where that ball's going to be sent. I might need to go down into the circle and leave you just to get that interception.
And that's for the games type person you want.
That's
the back
it.
There, who's thinking, looking, because you want somebody who's looking for turnovers as well. They need to do their own job. They need to dictate, but you also want them, you know, that exciting coming out with the ball, hunting for the ball as well.
I have seen that quite often being done in the Super League now, where the goal defence allows their player at the goal attack to just move away from them, and then they have even more decisions to make.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? And all in split seconds.
Exactly.
It's like playing chess, isn't it?
It is. It's a game of chess. It is a game of chess. And you know, and also, you know, all credit to the Swiss centre and wing defence as well for creating that ball going up in the air for the goalkeeper to be able to come onto it too.
Oh,
yeah.
Unlucky.
That was good pairing between the goalkeeper and goal defence then. Really worked hard. Goal defence directing traffic in there.
Look at that. They're drawing her away, making it difficult for Malta to get to the goal. So, as you said yourself before, great defence for Switzerland.
Yeah, the goal defence, she's having an impact coming on the court. She's now doing her own job. She's dictating up the court, but she's not frightened of going hungry as well. There's another high ball going in.
Oh, unlucky there. There's some great restricting down here from the goal defence.
Yes.
Holding her goal attack right out of the circle.
Yeah.
And that's what you want. You want to delay the goal attack from entering that circle.
Definitely. You need to do your own job, and that's exactly it. It's delaying that ball in, and then you can go hunting, because then the ball could be,
I like
be thrown
all these
somewhere
words
else.
you're using, Maggie. You're hunting. You're, what was it that you said before? Hungry for the ball. And
always want to make sure defending is exciting, because very often the goalkeeper, in the old days, used to be sort of what I call the boring position, but it can be such an exciting position, the goalkeeper.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Counting down now at the end of the match.
20:37. Well, Malta has actually done well, because they are above the halfway mark.
Yeah, and they definitely, they really came through in that last quarter really well.
They've upped their game, so well done to Switzerland for their first win. And good job to Malta for not giving up and finishing off on a high, really.
Yeah, I think both teams will take a lot of good away, but also taking away their accuracy as well, that they need to just work on it. And the Swiss, I think, will be looking to say, let's make a better start next game. But then, but they definitely came out in the second quarter, mini business.
It's great to see all the girls out there shouting to each other.
Yeah, good support for each other, aren't they? And it's all about, and here they go, Swiss cheering their families and friends and parents who've made their way from Switzerland or other parts. Here they are, Swiss flags. Proud parents, proud families and friends, seeing their youngsters performing perhaps for the first time for their country, or maybe they were here last year as well in Hull performing.
Well, everyone's put in their own effort. Moms driving the girls to the coaching sessions. So everybody has to help out to make a good player.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Can't do it on your own.
Everything that happens off the court makes a massive difference to what happens on court. So, yeah, all credit to families and friends for that.
Maggie, it's been fantastic.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. Thank you, and all those people watching the match out there, make sure you log in again to be watching the next game. Got an exciting game, Wales against Scotland, playing at 4 in 45 minutes.
If you want to know more about Gibraltar, just log in to visitgibraltar.gi, and we hope you come and visit us sometime soon.